Welcome to MiahMiaths. Today we're going to learn about prime factors. Before we can understand what a prime factor is, we need to understand two key concepts. What is a factor and what do we mean by prime? A factor of a number are any numbers that divide exactly into it. A good example we can use is the number 12. To find out the factors of 12, we need to find out what numbers divide into it. We can have 1 and 12, because 1 times 12 equals 12. You also have 2 and 6, and you also have 3 times 4, which equals 12. So these 6 numbers are considered the factors of 12. So how is a prime number different to that? A prime number only has 2 factors, that is 1 and itself. If you see in our example of number 12, it has 6 factors, so this is definitely not prime. But if we use the number 7, only 2 numbers divide exactly into it, 1 and 7. Therefore 7 is considered a prime number. To help us through some of the activities, at the bottom we've got the first 10 prime numbers. So we know what a prime is, we know what a factor is, so what do we mean by a prime factor? So there's a statement that says any number greater than 1 can be written as a multiple of prime numbers, and these prime numbers are considered to be the prime factor. So that sounds a bit confusing, but we can use an example to illustrate this. So if we have a number, let's say 12, that is greater than 1, and let's say we look at two different numbers, 3 and 4. Well, 3 is a prime number, so we know we can't break that down anymore. Whereas 4 is not a prime number, so we'll break it down even further to, let's say, 2 and 2, because 2 times 2 equals 4. Now we can't break down 2 or 2 because they are prime numbers, therefore we can write 12 as 2 times 2 times 3, or 2 squared times 3. This statement here is considered the prime factors of 12. No matter what numbers you choose, or no matter what number there is, there's only one set of prime factors for that number. So let's say we did it again, but instead of using 3 and 4, we used 2 and 6. Now 2 we can't break down again. 6 on the other hand we could break down to 2 and 3. And this again is, we can't break this down anymore, so we still get 2 times 2 times 3, the same set of numbers. Now this process here is called a factor tree, and in your exam when they ask you to find the prime factors of any number, you need to use a factor tree, and your prime numbers, you need to circle them. So let's go through some examples. So let's find the prime factors of the number 100. Well, using the same process as a factor tree, let's write 100 down, break it down. Because it's an even number, the first number we can take is 2. What times 2 equals 100? In this case is 50. 50 we could break it down again. Yes, let's use 2 again. 2 times 25 equals 50. Now it's 25, that is just 5 squared. Now 5s are prime numbers, so we can't break these down anymore. So the prime factors of 100 equals 2 times 2 times 5 times 5, or 2 squared times 5 squared. It's that simple. A bit more of a complex problem, the prime factors of 56 squared. Now the added difficulty here is this, the squared sign here. But let's be systematic. Let's solve this in a very simple way. Let's work at the prime factors for 56. So 56, you could break it down to 7 times 8. Now we know 7 is a prime number, but 8 can be broken down to 2 times 4. 2 is a prime number. 4 could be broken down to 2 times 2. So the prime factor of 56 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 7, or 2 cubed times 7. Now the question asked us for the prime factors of 56 squared. Well, 56 squared is just 56 times 56, which is the same as 2 cubed times 7 times 2 cubed times 7. So there's 2 cubed times 2 cubed, which equals 2 to the power 6, and 2 sevens, which equals times 7 squared. And there you go. That's the answer. As one last example, I would like you guys to have a go before I give you the answer. So just pause the video and have a go, and in a few seconds I'll go through the answer. So this is very similar to the last example. Let's break it down. Let's find the prime factors of 72 using a factor tree, which in this case will be 9 and 8. You can break down 9 to 3 times 3 and 8 to 2 times 4. 3 is a prime factor, prime number, 3 is a prime number, 2 is a prime number, 4 isn't. Break down 4 again to 2 times 2. These are prime numbers. So we've got 72 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, or 2 cubed times 3 squared. And like the last example, 72 squared is the same as 72 times 72. So it's going to be 2 cubed times 3 squared times 2 cubed times 3 squared, which is 2 to the power 6, because we've got 3 there, times 3 to the power 4, because we've got 2 there and 2 there. And there you go. This is how you do prime factors. That's the end of this video. If you found this useful, press the like button and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Let's check the score.